All right, hi guys, welcome back. So now that you have all your videos selected, you have your library, you have your events, and you have your projects. Now I'm going to teach you a simple thing about syncing audio. Now you've probably seen before that in movie sets, in production sets, you've seen the clapper, right? Every time before they start to roll or to shoot something, they'll sort of say clap, right? There's a reason why the clapper exists, and that's primarily for audio syncing. Okay, and also to catalog how many shots that they're in, which take that they're in, informations like that. The sort of old school way of collecting metadata. But in this case, the reason why there's a clap involved is so that the audio can sync easily between all the files. Okay, so for example, I'm going to clap now. When you clap in your waveform, you will suddenly see a spike. Okay, so in most productions, audio and video is recorded in two separate systems. So you have your video file and you have your audio file. So how do you know how do you sync each file? That's when you look for the audio waveform in both files to sync together so that you can have good audio. So let me show you an example here. So I've imported two clips earlier in the previous video. So I'm just going to drag it down and make it wider. Okay. Now, in order to expand this, there's a way to expand your timeline and sort of shrink your timeline in various video editors. In this case, I'm just using Command plus and minus, and you can sort of expand and sort of decrease the timeline any way you want. So it make it easier for you to go into detail and make small little adjustments to your timeline. So this is the raw video file that I recorded yesterday for the purpose of this demo. So take a listen.
Hi students, welcome to another version of the Beyond the Lecture podcast.
So I don't know if the audio comes through well there, but basically what you can hear is very echoey because I'm just using the phone to record the audio directly from there. So it doesn't sound very good. But what I did was, you notice the clap there, right? So you notice that within that clap, it created a spike. Right? It created a spike here. So I also recorded separately the audio file using this mic. So if you look at the audio, so you see there's a mic there, isn't it, in the preview window? So the audio was separate that is recorded there. So what I can do is I can just drag down the audio. Okay, and you notice that I just need to align this spike and this spike together. So to drag it, just go to the ends, drag the video shorter, and just sort of slowly. Now this is where expanding the timeline would really help you get to greater detail. Okay, so that's when you want to try your best to go and get as sharp as possible. There. And now you try again. This time you lower the volume of your video file and you see if the lips all sync properly.
Hi students, welcome to another version of the Beyond the Lecture podcast.
There you go. So that's how you sync audio, at least in the traditional manner. Now there's an easier way to do that, and I'll show you again shortly. So let me just delete this. So the first way is to do it. You clap, and then you have the two spikes. You sync the spikes together, and then now you have everything synced well. Okay, so let's say you don't want to do it this way. There's another way which is a lot easier. It's rather new in this world of editing. It's basically letting the computer do the work, taking the guesswork out of it. So let's say you have two clips here, right? The audio and the video. Just right click there and then just synchronize clips. Okay, and just call your name synced video. There you go. And now your computer will do all the hard work for you, and the audio at this point should be synced. Okay, so let's have a look.
Hi students, welcome to another version of the Beyond the Lecture podcast.
There you go. So it's very easy, but the problem with this one is that it's not foolproof. So sometimes there could be multiple claps, or your computer could be reading the wrong spike at the wrong time. So you just never know. So it's best to double confirm. If not, go back, do it the manual way. It's the best thing to do is try to practice your skills using the manual format first, and then from there, you can let the computer do its job. If not, you can sort of self-correct it on your own. So that's basically it for audio syncing.